Hello ladies and gentlemen, for the people that are on YouTube, we are gonna review Fnatic vs Rogue, the famous Zac game. So let's start off with the draft. Epic pen. This game was like the Tyson Fury fight, man. This game was wild. This game was wild in many ways. We'll start off from the draft, yeah? Pantheon ban. Turns out it's a really good ban against Fnatic. Bwipo, I think self-made Bwipo and Nemesis the outplayed. Aphelios blue side ban, I respect it. I respect it because I think Soraka, Ornn are the first picks to go for right now, right? So Aphelios on blue is okay, but I think it should be left as third ban. And in a case where Soraka is in the picture, I think you should, like, if enemy bans Soraka first, I think you should not ban Aphelios. Because ideally you're in a position where you trade 1-for-1, right? Meaning, like, I think there's a clear priority. I think Soraka, right now OP ladder is Soraka over Ornn over Aphelios. I think this is what teams need to look to first pick every time. 1, 2, 3. But if you trade Soraka for these two, it's not worth it. So third ban needs to be 1. Right? So third ban in most cases here, I think on blue, like if you want to look for Soraka first pick, or on first pick you ban one of these. But if you trade only Soraka for these two, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And this is something that we saw. Right? This is what we saw between OG and Fnatic. But here, Aphelios is banned, which is cool. But here Ornn should have been the first pick, right? Figure that out. Syndra, it's okay when you flex it, but no one has really played it bottom since LPL. So I don't even know if it's a thing. Is that Kaz in the background through an open window? It is very hot, I'm going to close it very soon. So Syndra is cool and all as a first pick, and it's a decent blind pick, but it's very tricky when you are instantly revealing this. So a big thing that we noticed this week was that on 10.3 you can pick jungle second phase. There are a lot of jungle picks, there's a lot of counters to jungle. Like here against Lee, this was an opportunity to pick Karthus, Rek'Sai, Sejuani and have a good jungle matchup. Fnatic let OG pick Soraka though, but at the trade of Ornn and Aphelios. Ornn and Aphelios was traded for Soraka, and that's very worth it for Fnatic. Fnatic had the best first three that you could ask for if you're Fnatic. Okay guys, I'm gonna ask you to focus in your questions on what is going on in front of you. Like, I'm gonna ignore every question that has nothing to do with the game. So Ornn Rakan, strong rotation. I think when Aphelios is out of the picture, then it's much better to go Zyrakan. Zyrakan is just really strong. But Fnatic didn't show Zyrakan this entire split, but everyone knows that Fnatic Zyrakan is one of the best Zyrakan in the world. So this Rakan pick made them panic. This tells to me about Hansama confidence here. Like, where is the Morgana? Or where is the Syndra bottom, you know? Where's the Morgana Draven? Do something to push the enemy, right? Do something to make it exciting. Like, I think here you just sacrifice whole drafts when you pick this. And I think Ornn into Syndra is completely fine. So it's like Ornn can automatically be sent into Syndra when you reveal that Syndra is going mid, and I don't have to think about any bans on second wave. And don't you think the Jarvan would be better than Lee Sin? Jarvan would be really bad here. Jarvan would be really bad here. I can't see stream because of League Live Tracker. What? You can close it, no? Let me just open this and maybe it'll be better. Why did they first pick Syndra? I have no clue. No idea. So this is big no, question mark. Tragedy. Really, really good. So this, I was question marking this as first, because I thought MF would be the choice. But considering the bans on supports, banning Thresh, Nautilus, playing Ezreal into Leona is fine. You know Leona's going to be picked here. How would they know Ornn was mid at this point? I'm not saying they know, I'm saying Fnatic can just put it mid and be happy. It's like the moment, like here, you lock in Ornn and you know 100% you can send it into Syndra. So Syndra will be mid, she's not going to be flexing to top. You know that you could put Ornn mid 100% Fnatic. They're very happy with this information, right? So already now, first three, Fnatic have really strong first three, and I thought it was very weak here. So at first I thought MF was better here, but in hindsight I think Ezreal is better. I just want to admit that, you know, because I thought MF is natural pick here, but Ezreal is really good for lane 2, you know. You mentioned more Graven, why do you think teams are afraid of that? I think Hansama as a player has mental block against some players. Like Hansama had full mental block against Attila. Like he just had to ban Draven every game he played against Attila. And also, another thing is this Aatrox ban right here, it's just a counter to Rogue. I think Finn was really, really exposed in this game. Aatrox ban is the counter to Finn. Aatrox ban is the counter to Finn. Soraka, Gragas, Aatrox ban. I love it. Finn is just is not a player without Aatrox, it seems. He has 2 losses on set, and he doesn't want to pick sets here. Doesn't play any GP. I think GP ban here was a mistake. Like, what was the point here of GP ban? Like here, GP is the pick you want. Banning GP is just troll. If Kled is your blind pick and you ban GP, you're really trolling. Giga trolling. I think here, Fnatic ran circles around Rogue in draft. At the time, you know, when I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, Kled is gonna... Now Kled is gonna never die, you know? But there was so many unfortunate things that happened to Kled that we will get into that made him really useless and made Zac really, really strong. Karthus ban, I think, is correct. Yuumi ban, I think it depends on the situation, but I think you want to avoid any Yuumi shenanigans that Fnatic might throw at you. And so this is okay, this is okay. Like this is, I think it's bad considering enemy ban Soraka first. So this is negative. Pantheon is okay, Soraka ban okay, Gragas ban okay, Aatrox ban big plus. Honestly, Finn, I think, is exposed. Very exposed. What sort of champ does Rogue think Fnatic will pick in top if they pick Kled? I really don't know, man. To be fair, he got a good matchup. Kled matchup against Zac is good. There was just too many things that went wrong. So the Rex I pick, we like it, into Lee. I mean, into Lee. It's not a problem. So Renekton good pick versus set. I think Renekton is a Sinner champion. I think there are champions that can do what Renekton does, but they are better. So I don't think there is... I think you pick Renekton when you don't believe in your top laner to make him be even, you know? Yeah, Jax would be really good. I thought Jax would be the pick. I thought Jax was a really good pick here, but I guess with the nerf to Spear of Sojin, you want to play less Jax.
I don't have much knowledge about offlane.
And then there was the Zac. So the compositions is, you know, Fnatic mid-game, if they are not bleeding, it would have been full AD. Well, they have Ezreal, they have Ornn, they have Rakan, it's not full AD. And Jax also has mixed damage. Hey, Muffin! Hey! Hey! Okay. Hey. Muffin. You like to talk, right? Muffin. 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 Yeah? Isn't it fine to leave Zyrakan open and get Leona plus strong AD? Yeah. This is full panic. Full panic. Like, Rek'Sai doesn't counter Lee. You're right. It doesn't counter Lee, but it's 1 to 5. Rek'Sai has space here. You know? Rek'Sai has space. Do you like the Zac pick? In hindsight, I like it. At the time, I didn't. You know? I am very open to admitting that. I didn't think Zac top was too crazy here. But if you get ahead with the comp on the right side, if you get the comp, like if you get ahead with Ornn and Zac on your team, the game is just over. The game is instantly over if you get ahead. But it should be hard to get ahead. That's why I think Rek'Sai makes more sense here. Because Rek'Sai, no matter what, if Rek'Sai gets the team ahead, it's worth it, you know? Which comp did you like more? I thought Kled blind pick was a really troll pick. But then they picked Zac into it. And I was like, this is a party for Kled. But so many things went wrong, right? And then eventually, Fnatic came out of early game. They were ahead. And then this pick was just too trash. This was okay. This still question mark. And then this gameplay was question mark. This was just the disaster. This was the disaster as a whole. Like this was... Honestly, this is really crazy how bad it was. The Xayah lock-in and everything about it was just really bad. But I think we've covered draft enough. Let's move on to the gameplay. So the big thing here is that Kled, like Zac laning phase, early levels. If not Ornn, what's the best R1, R2 against Syndra B1? I think here you should, like I would just lock in full bot lane honestly, just fucking lock in Zyrakan and then leave third pick open. I think Zyrakan is really OP, so I think every lane matchup with Zyrakan is playable. Very big deal here that Rek'Sai is doing solo start. Rek'Sai is doing solo start. Ezreal and Rakan get to push. So this was already a big deal because I think Lee Sin should solo start here. Wait, I have an opportunity to show you guys my cat camera. Wait. Muffin? Muffin's being a little devil. Oh no! Oh shit, wait. Muffin broke something. Muffin, what did you do, man? You madman. That's not nice, Muffin. They're always chilling here. They're avoiding the camera, but they're always just chilling here. Nevertheless, let's continue with the game, guys. Both are males. Okay, so we spoke about no leash. So Lee Sin should start with no leash. Because Zaira Khan, with the TP that they have, they can build an advantage, I think. But at the same time, maybe Leona is too weak level 1, but I just felt like here Zaya and Leona could potentially contest the wave level 1, considering they are melee. Rakan is not going to get too much. Maybe you lose a potion on Leona. What do you mean gay cats? They are brothers. Maybe they are gay, I don't know. But they are brothers. No incest in my house. Okay. So I thought here no leash would be better. Because here no leash is a big deal, because Fnatic bot lane get to push, and then they get to cheat base. And then here, just Syndra Lee Sin 2v2 mid is kind of whatever when enemy has Ornn. Do you think the Syndra was coach's fault or someone else's? I don't know whose fault it is, I'm not gonna speculate. So Inspired did a good move. I think this was very positive. He managed to grab the Raptor, Selfmade got spotted in mid, Larsen is hovering to the right side. This is decent, right? Yo, Muffin, det räcker! Det räcker, Muffin. Det räcker. So as you can see, the matchup is very difficult, like Zach laning. Oh man! Fucking broke my headset cable. Okay, let's fucking concentrate again. So Zach laning is super weak. Like you need to get past the phase, and already from this portion here, like here, Selfmade rushed top and it was correct, but I think here, like why does Finn wait so long to fucking push? Like here for sure they can proc Zac passive and reset aggro with Kled Mount. But nevertheless, they bounce the wave. Here if Kled lets this slow push, then he's going to be in danger. And then here Reckless with the genius base. It was very good base. Keep in mind they have TP advantage on Hansama, and if he gets to base before the wave crashes, that's perfect. And Rogue are completely like here, Hansama, I don't know what he's doing. He's so afraid of Rek'Sai, it's unbelievable. They are so afraid. Rogue bot lane, Fnatic was so far in their head, man. So far in their head. In draft, in game. Because here Reckless got a free base. Xayah has TP advantage. Look, Ezreal's on time. Now they realize. They're like, shit. Reckless based. But to be fair, at the same time, Ezreal's base was not that exciting. Because he has Sapphire Crystal, Fairy Charm. So there's no tier. He missed 25 gold. It's pretty silly. Seibuipu gets saved by the bell. I think Finn needs to thin out the wave a little bit more. Like I think here Finn lets the wave stack up too much. He needs to thin it out more because the wave is too big. I think he needed to punch the wave a little bit more. But But here Finn still can freeze, he can just walk up and freeze. So here Finn still is in a really, really good position. Like top side, they are in really good position. Fnatic respecting really, really well here too. Ornn pushing, and then Rogue don't overcommit because they know after Ornn pushed he has a very free TP onto bottom, and 3v4 it can get dangerous. Also Zac was on TP timer. Another thing that we didn't spot here was that Kled cancelled Zac's recall, so here like Kled is really, really happy. So Zaya's looking to get BF sword base, and then early should be easier for Rogue. Rogue should have a stronger early game. A double longsword, Kled is going to start to build his lead. I think here Finn has a kill. Finn has kill if he just R's. I don't know why he doesn't. Sure, he would force maybe Ornn TP and then the enemy would survive, but this is... Like, I looked at pro view, and Finn just doesn't skill R, doesn't go. So it's just a mistake. Because here he gets level 6 on the creep, right? He Qs it. And he gets level 6 here. He has R. This is easy. But instead he flash Qs. Flash EQ. And he trades flash for flash. Which in a position where this could have been a lot more valuable. This is the second time he doesn't get any value from the situation. I think earlier when Rek'Sai allowed Zac to push in, this is where a moment where Lee Sin needed to match, and then they would actually build a significant advantage. Because look at Kled right now is double CS of Zac. But Fnatic are using a lot of resources to hover into here and to save him. Bwipo is in danger and Finn is backing off. Because here once again, like Lee Sin is bot. Lee Sin is bot side, and Bwipo needs to be pressured here. Like, he's allowed to freeze the wave with 200 HP. It's really, really bad. It's horrible, honestly. And Larssen has TP. Lee Sin is just hovering bottom for no reason. It's once again, I just think Fnatic bot lane was so far in Rogue's head that they are calling for their jungler, man. In draft, in the game, I think it's crazy. Cause look what Bwipo's getting away with. He's getting away with murder, man. If I'm Kled, I'm really upset here, man. I'm really upset. Bwipo's getting away with murder, man. This psychopath is getting away with it. Self-made. I just need to check what my cats are doing, man. So this is the good all-in, right? Double Ruby Crystal. And then the TP. And then Finn took one wrong step. And then here I think also Finn can kill Bwipo. Like, auto Q. He needed to auto. So here this all-in was good, but then Finn fucked up mechanically. I think he could auto-Q the Zac. He could walk up earlier. Like, look at the frames, right, of the all-in. So sure, Rogue, they get the Drake, but who cares? It doesn't make a difference. Here, if Zac gets to scale, it's bad. To be fair, top is winning in farm. He could win in even more farm if he has a jungler. But he didn't have a jungler. He just didn't have a jungler. And yeah, here... Vander Smurf. Vander is trolling. Because Hylissang is trolling, he should be punished for this, because this is one shot. Like here it's one shot. Through bomb plating, it's one shot. So this is cool. This is the matchup, right? It's very difficult. Look, Rek'Sai is bottom side one time. Look what happens to Bwipo. And then the Ornn TP comes in the last moment. Ornn is looking. Man, it's so fucking close too, man. Look how close it is. And this... It's really close. And then look here. We slow it down. Okay? So here, the TP is so late, okay? The TP is so late. Imagine Kled just stays here. If he knew Zac mechanics. If he knew Zac mechanics, he stays on top of this and just kills Zac. Right here. Right? Zac is dead. The TP is so late. Zac is dead. And then even here, he's walking forward the Zac. Look at Bwipo. He's a psychopath. Look at Bwipo. He's a psychopath. Look at him. And then this happened. And this is disaster, man. Where is Syndra TP? Where is Syndra TP, guys? Where is Syndra TP? Where is Syndra TP? In this. What happened here? Why doesn't Healy-sang die? Whoa. The cats are fighting. What's happening? Are you fighting? Are you fighting? Are you fighting? Are you fighting? Don't fight. Very nice. You're good guys. So this is obviously Guardian saving him, Guardian. I don't know if ult would kill. That's the thing. I don't know if ult kills. Because Wander is level 5 here, so I don't know if he has time. Because keep in mind, this Rakan has tenacity here. Like, he had tenacity in runes, most likely. Like, he has precision, so he has tenacity in runes. Yeah, Lazen is... Why didn't Lazen TP, man? Like, Hansama played this correct. I think they can't kill. They can't kill Rakan. This as well, like, what the fuck is this? Look what is this maniac move from Bwipo? How does he get away with this? Then look at the inspired kick. Look at the inspired here. Enemy listen. Enemy listen. Enemy listen. Enemy listen. Enemy listen, guys. It's crazy. Lawson TP's on mid, guys. Using TP on mid. Is Bwipo the best at calculating damage? Like, guys, it wasn't about calculating damage in any of these moments that we showed. It's insane. Like, this game was very uninspiring from Rogue, honestly. Very boring. Bwipo is hardcore maniac, man. At least play the same in scrim as on stage. Not a lot of players are like that. Some players play like Bwipo in scrim, and then they are the biggest I wanted to say female genitalia, but the Xayah pick seems weak into team full of tanks. Like, Xayah's not that bad into tanks, but they pick Xayah only because they are scared of Xayah Rakan. Now Rakan is unkillable. Rogue windows to impact bottom are gone. Like, it's Mercury threads Rakan and Ezreal with cleanse. They'll have to put down so much effort in order to do anything. Yeah, Vander was was misty. Zaya good on her own? No. Oh, that's a TP. That's a TP and Ornn is here. Oli, 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 and the game is over, my ladies and gentlemen. This is a big deal. Because the main thing we need to pay attention to, the only win condition that Rogue have this game is Kled. Let's rewind, yeah? So it started with this, okay? So keep in mind here, Zaya refusing to R, man. Didn't react to Bwipo E. Ward placement was just too juicy. And Fnatic had all the time in the world to set this up. Like, the big thing here is, after hovering down on this wave, they went down here. After here, Ornn has all the free time in the world to go, and I think they pulled the trigger here a bit too late. Because here now Ornn is in position, right? Ornn is in position. Then Zac here, Hansama dies with ult on. Boom. Lee. Like, what the fuck happened to Lee kick here? Oh, he Lee kicked the Rakan instead of the Zac. Well, that sucks. And then Vander dies. And then Bwipo. Bwipo is a maniac. What is Bwipo doing? What is Bwipo doing? Bwipo, my dude. Bwipo, my dude. Bwipo needs to calm down. Or maybe not. It's working. Jesus. It's just but this is such a big deal, right? It's like, sure, Rogue has more gold. Rogue has more gold, but Fnatic have better, more concentrated gold. Because Zac got a kill, Ezreal got a kill. No, he should have been punished by the pick. If we look at it from a non-theoretical point of view, playing like a maniac got into Kled's head, it seemed like. But at the same time, Inspired did nothing this game. What did Inspired do this game? It's just kind of meh. While Selfmade got so much done by saving top. And then now, like, if we look at the game state now, Kled has no pressure now on, like, has very little pressure on the Zac that has a Sunfire cape. Of course, this is 10.3, so it's not 10.4 Sunfire cape, but this is the matchup becomes very difficult now. I see other analysts say top laners like Finn and Orome are better. Honestly, I think Finn and Orome are bottom tier top laners in LEC. I hate to say it. I think Orome is probably the worst one. I think probably Orome is the worst top laner in LEC. Oh yeah, Sacre. And then Finn, like, Bwipo in this split Like Finn, what does he play? Doesn't play GP, plays a very bad set. And when Aatrox got banned, he blind picked Kled. How crazy must you be, man? Like, sure, this game Zac got picked. Yeah? So Kled had a fine matchup. He played Irelia once too, yeah. So this game, Zac was picked into Kled, so he had a fine matchup. But Aatrox ban is like, it really hurts Finn when Aatrox is banned. I would still rate Wunder and Alfari above Bwipo. Isn't Bwipo's answer to Kled Jax? He could have picked Jax, and he probably would have shit on this Kled. But now with the game state, looking at the game state right now, it's very rough already. Very rough. Honestly, Orome is really bad. Like, I think he's a big liability on Mad Lions. He's a Gangplank one trick. That is not a good Gangplank. And then it's like the bottom teams, Odoamne and Cabo is there. Odoamne and Cabo are there. Wunder has this issue of dying on side so many times. Like the game against Mad Lions, LeBlanc got so fed. Because Wunder died on side many times. Then after LeBlanc was so fed, there was no return because LeBlanc would win side. Like if LeBlanc is ahead, is crazy rough. Is C9 only team in NA who would get top 6 in Europe? I think yes. I think NA LCS level is really bad. Except for C9. C9 have good level. Alfari has been the best. Why would we rate him over like how many champions he has played? Doesn't make a difference. Okay, we continue. Here, like, Jesus, look at Hilly-san. Look at Hilly-san movement. Like, what a maniac. Look at Hilly-san. What a freaking maniac. What a maniac. This is like, look at how well. Look at how well Hilly-san plays, man. Look, he just knows the position. Imagine getting trades off as Ezreal Rakan in this matchup. And look at Hansama HP. Man, they are just next level. Like, Hilly-san is really fucking good, man. Hilly-san is really good, man. Okay, let's take a look at this. This was kind of hilarious, honestly. The kick over the wall inspires accused the Dretzky, but at what cost? Zaya lost a lot of CS on this, but Leona did come here first. 2 for 2 trade. Fnatic is very happy. Like the fact that the gold is even at 14 minutes is a very big problem against Ornn and Zac. Because now, when they begin to start to finish their second item, boots and such, they're going to be unkillable for another 15 minutes. And that's the issue here. Like Ezreal, like the mid game of Fnatic's composition is one of the best mid game teams in the game. Ornn, Zac, Ezreal, Rakan mid game. It's really nasty. And now with all the things that have happened with Rogue, Larson not Larsen not playing, not TPing top. Inspired not pathing into top. Selfmade using more of his time into top side. Bwipo playing like an absolute maniac and getting away with it. All of these things put Fnatic in a position where they are even at this point in time, and I think any type of fight you want to take at this point, you just look like Essence Reaver, Luden's Echo is so weak items in comparison to like Abyssal Chain Vest or like Thornmail and Sunfire Cape. Not Thornmail, but the Bramble Vest, of course. Finn has TP advantage here, and here I think Fnatic wasted a bit of time because they didn't force the Rift. I think we make such an assessment that you need to go. They could have also sent Ornn into bottom because Ornn could save, like keep TP because they lost the wave here. I think they just need to make a quicker decision here, but they realized on the fly. I think the second Rift Herald is pretty useless most of the time. I think it's only useful to break mid tower, and in this case, sure, mid towers are open. I think also the second Rift Herald should be used to... because inhibited turrets have only 3000 HP, and Rift Herald does W, like, I mean, not W, but he does 2000 damage. What's the point of reviewing C9, guys? C9 stomping everyone. Great. And then this was just really good punish. Larsen also flashed. It's like Fnatic always in terms of making decisions, they are very quick. Very, very quick. That strength has remained. Fnatic issue most of the time was drafting and over-aggression early, and when it's not met with anything, because Rogue just seem plain scared and not aware of what they need to do, this is what it becomes. I'm gonna fast forward a bit because honestly I think right now the game is pretty over. The game is pretty over. Ornn TP. The fact that Fnatic composition is 1000 gold ahead here, or 500 or whatever you want to call it, is crazy. Like here, look, Bwipo and Nemesis have have high enough base damage here in the mid game for it to not matter at all. Like they will kill everyone and they will not die. After the TP on bottom from Bwipo, even though they got a lot of gold on the turret, it came too worse. And I think in hindsight, it's easy to say that Fnatic just have the better draft as well. It's hard to judge in the moment, you know. It's hard to judge in the moment, and it is of course you need to be Captain Hindsight on this because that's the only thing it is. But it just begs the question of Rakan Prio, Ornn Prio, super good. I think Rakan should be blue side ban. I think Ornn should be full first pick. Rakan should be blue side ban always. Don't Fnatic have the better late too? Like 6 item late game, Rogue is better. But late game in the context of this game, they have better. Because late game in pro play is like 2 items now, you know? Six items, I think Rogue win. Because Kled 6 item is really OP. Kled 6 item is really OP, and then like 6 item you begin to get too much value from Last Whisper, you know? But of course it's not guaranteed either. Even with own items. Yeah. But I think it's like six items. Like we're talking 6 items. 6 items will never happen. Like in this game, Fnatic will outscale. Because 2 items, 3 items, they are better. They are much better. What would Phase Rush and GLP help in this game? I think Syndra was just a trash first pick. They needed to ban Rakan on blue and continue. Let's just fast forward now. Yeah, Syndra can't kill anyone. Indeed, he needs to go Leandri, but he went Void. I think it's a mistake. Needs to go Leandri here. Double Bork doesn't work, guys. Yes, side lanes of Fnatic are getting pushed in. They need to solve it. But Ornn is sitting on no TP. He TP'd on the last fight. Weibo goes bot. Fnatic going clear. Now let's see Rogue's position here. They're the ones that need to clear. 2 item. Unlucky. Forge Cape. Sunfire Forge Cape or Forge Fire Cape. Whatever it's called. Here actually the issue here is that Rek'Sai gets spotted on the ward. Like Rek'Sai gets spotted on the ward, and then as we said before, like here, maybe if Finn has enough time, he can win the matchup. Because here 1v1, he's actually, people are saying that he's losing, but I don't think he's losing. Like here, he can just remount. He's gonna remount maybe 2 more times. What are these sounds, man? Like, what's happening outside my window? Like, I actually think Kled was winning this 1v1. Like, it might look silly, but he will remount. Look at that ward. Rek'Sai got spotted, that's why he died. Fnatic couldn't get Nash now. This is not Nash timer. Rek'Sai committed him to bot. It was just a mistake to fight there. They should have, like here, top tower is free for Fnatic. That should be the play. Fnatic should just get the free top tower. And Bwipo shouldn't fight. Because he doesn't know Rogue position. Look at Rakan position right now. You see Rakan position. You see Ornn position, sitting turret. Ezreal is walking up. Rek'Sai needs to be here. Bwipo needs to be here. No need to fight. Free top tower. I think it was just a bad play. Also Rek'Sai used flash here, Zac used flash. So it was problematic. Definitely matters. Oh, flash. But you see, like, Syndra has damage on Zac. Zac has full armor, of course. Like, Fnatic right now, they can play the old Griffin way. They just force Nash, and then they just use ult to turn and go, you know? They can just do this over and over. They don't take damage from Nash. CLG versus Vitality, who wins? Vitality wins. Very easy. CLG is a dumpster fire. Barring I haven't watched their last, like, 3 games. Because why would I? Here is Sang on the flank, Whip on the flank. There's the team fight, Ornn Horn. Everybody's dying, everybody's flashing. Whatever. Quadra kill. Game lost. Okay. So big thing here is Fnatic, draft Kingdom. Blue side, you need to Rakan ban. I think Rakan ban blue side is just a staple. You need to do it. And then you need to look for... you need to look for Ornn first pick. Because right now I think on 10.3 it was Soraka first pick over Ornn over Aphelios. And then if all 3 is open, you need to ban one of them on third. So you get the choice. But here, they are on blue, they give enemy the counter, and then they're just going for Zac. You know, they're going for Zac to... Like, Zac and Ornn becomes pretty nasty together. Can you explain to me why the Rakan ban is probably only on blue? Because on red side, you have too many choices. Like on red side, most of the time when Rakan is in the picture, here, for example, you can pick Rakan away and enemy doesn't know what's going bottom. So they become a bit more worried to draft. And I think Rakan is just a staple first side rotation lock-in. On blue, you can't first pick Rakan most of the time. You have too little space. Like here, this game's draft should have been first pick Ornn, trade for Rakan Set. Set, follow Ornn wherever he goes, and you get Rakan Xayah for it, you know? So... Other people can proc Ornn Brittle? Really? I don't think so, no? Really? Huh. Alright. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think we've gone through the key points. Fnatic, Draft Kingdom. We all learned something new here. And I think this is one of those scenarios where scaling is definitely... scaling is king. Scaling is king. Okay.